If you're someone who knows a thing or two about American semi-trucks, then you know that there have been quite a few in the past that have been pretty amazing. So in today's video, we'd look at 15 of the rarest American semi-truck brands of all time that you never heard of. The last two might be unknown for many people. Number 1, Brockway. Brockway Trucks, a name that might not ring a bell for many, were once a symbol of American trucking ingenuity. Founded in 1875 in Cortland, New York, Brockway started as a carriage maker before venturing into the world of motorized vehicles in 1909. What set Brockway apart was their commitment to custom-built trucks. Each Brockway was essentially a bespoke vehicle, tailored to the specific needs of its buyer. They were also known for their distinctive bulldog hood ornaments, a symbol of the brand's tenacity and strength. These trucks were built to last, with many Brockway vehicles still in operation decades after they rolled off the production line. However, despite their quality and loyal customer base, Brockway struggled to compete with larger manufacturers. The company ceased operations in 1977, marking the end of an era in American trucking history. Today, Brockway trucks are rare gems, cherished by collectors and trucking enthusiasts. The annual Brockway Truck Show in Cortland keeps the legacy alive, showcasing these unique pieces of American automotive history. Number 2, Diamond Rio. In the annals of American trucking history, few names evoke as much nostalgia and intrigue as Diamond Rio. This legendary brand was born from the merger of two iconic truck manufacturers, Diamond T and Rio, combining their strengths to create a heavyweight in the heavy-duty truck market. The Diamond Rio story began in 1967, when the two companies joined forces. Diamond T, known for its luxurious and powerful trucks, and Rio, famed for its reliable workhorses, created a brand that would become synonymous with durability and style on America's highways. One of Diamond Rio's most famous models was the Giant, a beast of a truck that lived up to its name. With its distinctive split windshield and chrome-laden front grille, the Giant was as much a head-turner as it was a workhorse. It was a popular option amongst many drivers, especially for its comfortable cab and robust performance, making it a favorite for long-haul routes. Despite producing some of the most respected trucks on the road, Diamond Rio faced financial troubles in the 1970s. The company declared bankruptcy in 1975, marking the end of an era. However, the Diamond Rio name didn't disappear entirely. Various attempts were made to revive the brand, with limited production runs continuing into the 1990s. Number 3, Wolf Wagons. Among the rarest American semi-truck brands, Wolf Wagons stands out as a little-known but fascinating chapter in trucking history. Founded in the late 1970s by entrepreneur Jim Wolf in Sugar Creek, Ohio, Wolf Wagons aimed to create custom, high-end trucks for owner-operators who wanted something truly unique on the road. What set Wolf Wagons apart was their commitment to handcrafted quality and extreme customization. Each truck was essentially built from the ground up, allowing buyers to specify nearly every detail of their rig. However, despite their appeal to a niche market, Wolf Wagons struggled to compete with major manufacturers. Production numbers were always low, with some estimates suggesting fewer than 100 trucks were ever built. This rarity has made Wolf Wagons highly sought after by collectors today. The company later ceased operations in the mid-1980s, victim to changing industry regulations and economic pressures. Number 4, Marmon Trucks. If you're a fan of vintage trucks, chances are you've heard of brands like Mack, Kenworth, and Peterbilt. But have you ever heard of Marmon? This once prominent American truck manufacturer has been largely forgotten by time, but its legacy lives on in the hearts of truck enthusiasts. Founded in 1907, Marmon quickly established itself as a leader in the automotive industry. The company produced a wide range of vehicles, including cars, buses, and trucks. However, it was their semi-trucks that truly set them apart. Marmon semi-trucks were known for their durability, reliability, and innovative design. One of the most iconic Marmon semi-trucks was the Model 80. This truck featured a powerful engine, a spacious cab, and a rugged chassis. It was a popular choice among truckers and haulers across the country. However, despite its success, Marmon eventually faced financial difficulties. The company was acquired by Studabaker in 1933 and was eventually discontinued in the 1950s. Today, Marmon semi-trucks are rare and highly sought after by collectors. So if you're lucky enough to spot one on the road, consider yourself a witness to a piece of American automotive history. Number 5. Studabaker USA6. When you think of American semi-trucks, brands like Peterbilt, Kenworth, and Freightliner probably come to mind. But there were other, lesser-known brands that once roamed the highways, each with its own unique story. One such brand was Studabaker. Studabaker was a legendary American automotive company that produced cars, trucks, and even wagons. One of their most interesting semi-trucks was the US6. Introduced in the 1930s, the US6 was a big, powerful truck designed for heavy hauling. It featured a robust chassis, a powerful engine, and a distinctive, streamlined design. Despite its impressive capabilities, the US6 never quite caught on as a popular semi-truck. A combination of factors contributed to its decline, including the Great Depression, changing market conditions, and competition from other truck manufacturers. As a result, the US6 is now a rare sight on the roads, making it one of the most forgotten American semi-truck brands of all time. Number 6. Haze. Number 6 on our list is the Haze truck brand. Now, if you're deep into vintage trucks, Haze is one of those rare names that might pop up and leave some people scratching their heads. Founded in 1922, Haze specialized in building tough, heavy-duty trucks for logging and other brutal industries that demanded serious durability. These trucks were workhorses, plain and simple. And if you've ever seen one, you'd know they were pretty hard to miss with their bold, unique grille designs and burly, square-shaped cabs that looked like they were cut from solid steel. One thing that made Haze stand out was their attention to detail and craftsmanship. These weren't just machines, they were carefully built trucks designed to survive the harshest conditions. But despite their reputation for quality, the brand struggled to keep up with the bigger names. By 1975, Haze closed its doors for good, leaving behind a relatively small number of surviving trucks that are now prized by collectors. Today, spotting a Haze truck is like finding a relic from a bygone era of trucking. They're rare, rugged, and represent a slice of trucking history that not many people know about. If you're enjoying this video, do drop a like and a comment on which of these you've seen recently. Number 7. The Scott Truck. The Scott Truck is another brand that many have never heard of, yet it left an indelible mark on the industry. Founded in 1971 by Ray Scott in Turlock, California, Scott Trucks Manufacturing Company set out to create heavy-duty trucks that could handle the toughest jobs with ease. What made Scott Trucks unique was their focus on owner-operator preferences. Each truck was custom-built to the driver's specifications, resulting in no two Scotts being exactly alike. This level of customization was unheard of at the time and quickly gained the brand a loyal following. The most iconic model was the Scott C10, known for its distinctive square-shaped cab and muscular stance. Under the hood, Scotts typically packed powerful Cummins or Detroit diesel engines, giving them the muscle to haul heavy loads across long distances. Despite their quality and popularity among drivers, Scott Trucks faced financial difficulties in the 1980s. Production ceased in 1988, with only about 1,500 trucks ever made. This rarity has turned Scott Trucks into highly sought-after collector's items, with restored models fetching impressive prices at auctions. Number 8. Dodge Bighorn. The Dodge Bighorn is a true gem from the 1970s that most people have probably never heard of. Released by Dodge in 1973, the Bighorn was designed to compete in the heavy-duty truck market, dominated by brands like Kenworth and Peterbilt. However, what makes this truck special isn't just its size or performance, it's the fact that very few were ever made. Dodge produced only about 261 units of the Big Horn, which makes it incredibly rare today. It was powered by Cummins or Detroit diesel engines, giving it serious pulling power, and featured a massive, imposing design that was hard to miss. The truck was also notable for its luxurious cab by 1970 standards, with padded vinyl interiors and an overall spacious design. Drivers at the time appreciated the comfort, but the limited production meant it never gained the same foothold as its competitors. So why is the Dodge Bighorn so rare? Dodge was relatively new to the big rig scene, and despite producing a solid truck, the competition was fierce. They eventually bowed out of the market just a few years later, leaving the Bighorn as a rare piece of trucking history. Number 9. The Ford C900 Co. The Ford C900 COE, cab-over-engine, may not be as well known today, but it's a hidden gem from the past that definitely deserves a shout-out. Released in the mid-1950s and produced well into the 70s, this truck was Ford's answer to the growing demand for more efficient, space-saving designs in the trucking world. One of the key features that made the C900 special was its versatility. You'd see it everywhere, from hauling goods cross-country to being used as a fire engine. It came equipped with a range of engine options, including V8s, giving it decent power for its time, though not enough to turn it into a long-haul hero. However, as the cab-over style started to fall out of favor in the US during the 1980s and beyond, the Ford C900 slipped into obscurity. While it didn't reach iconic status like some of Ford's other models, it's still remembered fondly by those who drove and worked on them. Number 10, the WG64. Number 10 on our list is the WG64, a truck that's flown under the radar for a lot of people. Built by White GMC, this semi was part of a brief partnership between two big names in trucking, White and GMC, that produced some unique rigs in the late 80s and early 90s. The WG64 was a workhorse, no doubt, but it wasn't exactly a headliner in the semi-truck world. What makes it rare today is the short period of time it was produced and how few of them are still around. The WG64 was powered by a variety of engines, including the Detroit Diesel Series 60, which was revolutionary for its time in terms of fuel efficiency and power. But despite its solid performance and durability, the truck didn't have the long-lasting impact you'd expect from a White or a GMC product. A big reason for this is that shortly after the WG64 hit the market, Volvo stepped in and bought out White, bringing the WG64 under its own brand umbrella. That move essentially phased out White GMC as a standalone entity, making the trucks produced during that period, like the WG64, pretty rare finds today. Number 11. White 4000. The White Motor Company was a major player in the trucking world during the mid-20th century, and the White 4000 model was a workhorse in its day. First introduced in the late 1950s, the White 4000 came with a sleek yet rugged design, aimed at delivering reliable performance on long hauls. What set the White 4000 apart was its versatility. It wasn't just a one-size-fits-all truck. It came in different configurations that allowed it to cater to a variety of tasks, from hauling heavy loads to specialized freight jobs. This adaptability made it a popular choice among truckers of the era. Under the hood, the White 4000 packed a pretty solid engine, typically featuring a diesel powertrain that could handle cross-country routes. However, despite its performance, White trucks, including the 4000, gradually faded from the limelight after the company was bought out in the 1980s, marking the end of an era. Today, the White 4000 has become a rare find. You're more likely to spot one at a vintage truck show than on the highway. But for those who know their trucking history, the White 4000 is a reminder of a time when White Motor Company was synonymous with American trucking. Number 12. The International Conco. The International Conco truck is one of those forgotten gems in American trucking history that most people have never heard of. Built by the International Harvester Company in the 1950s and early 60s, the Conco was designed to be a serious competitor in the heavy-duty truck market. The name itself is short for construction and coal, giving a hint of the tough, gritty work these trucks were meant to handle. What made the Conco unique wasn't just its rugged build, it was also ahead of its time in terms of design. With a distinctive sloping front end, it had a look that set it apart from the boxy, utilitarian designs of other trucks of the era. This streamlined design gave it better aerodynamics than most trucks, though it was still primarily built for pulling heavy loads over rough terrain. However, despite its promising design and heavy-duty capabilities, the Conco never quite took off in the way International Harvester had hoped. The competition was fierce, and the company was dealing with financial issues, which led to a lack of proper marketing and limited production runs. Number 13, Kenworth Trucks. While Kenworth is far from an obscure name in the trucking world today, it's worth highlighting this iconic brand in our list of American semi-truck manufacturers. Founded in 1923 by Harry Kent and Edgar Worthington, Kenworth has a rich history of innovation and quality that has shaped the trucking industry. Kenworth's journey began in Seattle, Washington, where they started producing trucks designed specifically for the logging industry. Their early models gained a reputation for durability and performance in harsh conditions, setting the stage for the brand's future success. One of Kenworth's most significant contributions to trucking was the introduction of the first sleeper cab in 1933. This innovation revolutionized long-haul trucking, allowing drivers to rest comfortably without leaving their vehicles. Kenworth's trucks are known for their distinctive styling, with the long-nosed W900 model becoming an icon of American trucking. The brand's attention to detail and focus on driver comfort have earned it a loyal following among truckers. Today, as part of the Packer Group, Kenworth continues to innovate and produce some of the most reliable and efficient trucks on the road. While not rare in the traditional sense, Kenworth's impact on the trucking industry makes it a brand worth celebrating in any discussion of American semi-trucks. Which of these trucks have you ever driven or seen of recent around? Subscribe and comment for more content. Number 14. The IH-KOF Transtar. Number 14 on our list is the IH-KOF Transtar, a name that might sound familiar, but has definitely flown under the radar for most. Built by International Harvester, this cab-over semi really started gaining traction in the late 60s and 70s. It wasn't the most popular truck of its time, but it sure left an impression for those who drove it. What made the KOF Transtar stand out was its compact design as a cab-over engine truck, which was ideal for navigating tight spaces and urban areas where traditional long-nose trucks had a tougher time. However, while the design was practical, it didn't always make for the most comfortable drive. With the cab sitting right over the engine, things could get pretty noisy and a bit toasty in the summer. Though it never reached mainstream fame, the IH-KOF Transtar holds a special place in trucking history, especially among vintage truck enthusiasts. It was tough, built to last, and a testament to the no-frills, hard-working ethos of the trucks from that era. Number 15. Diamond T Trucks. The Diamond T truck was once a symbol of rugged elegance on the open road. Founded in 1905 by C.A. Tilt in Chicago, the company's name was inspired by his father's diamond-shaped logo, with the T standing for Tilt. Initially known for passenger cars, Diamond T shifted gears to truck production in 1911, quickly earning a reputation for building some of the most stylish and reliable trucks of the era. Their attention to detail and commitment to quality earned them the nickname the Cadillac of trucks. During World War II, Diamond T played a crucial role in the war effort, producing a range of military vehicles, including the renowned Diamond T 980-981 tank transporter. This powerhouse could haul tanks weighing up to 45 tons, earning it legendary status among service members. In the post-war years, Diamond T continued to innovate, introducing models like the 509 and 531 that combined power with eye-catching design. The company's trucks were favored by both long-haul truckers and heavy-duty operators for their reliability and comfort. Despite its strong reputation, Diamond T faced financial challenges in the 1950s. In 1958, the company was acquired by White Motor Company, and by 1967, the Diamond T brand was phased out, merging with Rio to form Diamond Rio Trucks. Today, Diamond T trucks are highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts, serving as a reminder of an era when American trucks weren't just about function, but also form and finesse.